Hi there, Gemini. Welcome to your August of 2023 reading. I know you can't really see it on camera right now, but there is a ladybug crawling on me. So look up the totem and animal symbolism, insect symbolism of ladybugs. I'm gonna stand up, maybe you can see it. See it, it's right there. It's a ladybug. See if I can get it to crawl on my finger so I can show you on camera. It doesn't want to. I'll just let it hang out. And would you look at that? The sun just is shining through the clouds. So we've got a ladybug on me and the sun shining through the clouds. So Gemini, I think that's symbolic for you, and that's a sign of really good luck coming to you. This year in general and the month of August of 2023. That's just amazing. The universe is giving us signs all the time. As far as I know, right off the top of my head, ladybugs symbolize definitely good luck and making a wish, and hopefully having a wish come true. I like it, Gemini. Alright, let's see what the cards have to say for you. See if I can find the ladybug. I don't see where he went. Maybe he flew away. She, he, not sure. So right out of the bottom of my if I could talk, see, because of the ladybug, I just have to leave this video and I can't start it over now, because I don't want to get rid of the ladybug part, so excuse my stumbling over my words. Anyhow, Gemini, so for overall energy, we've got the Nine of Swords. That came up in Taurus's read, too. You have been under so much stress and losing a lot of sleep at night. What's going on, Gemini? Okay, so we've got the Page of Cups, so that talks about the possibility of a love offer or new beginnings that has to do with something in an emotional situation. It doesn't have to be a love situation, but the Page of Cups usually talks about giving you the green light to move forward. What comes to my mind is maybe you've had some trauma and there's a new love opportunity that you see. Maybe you've been talking to a new person and you have so much anxiety over it because you've had so much trauma in the past that you're having a really hard time trusting a new person, and the tiniest little things turn you off. And I think it's, possibly either because of the trauma or you've reached a new level of using your discernment and seeing red flags for what they are immediately instead of brushing it under the rug and making excuses. That could really go either way. Take what resonates and leave the rest. What else for Gemini? So we've got the Devil card in the reverse. So there may have been some addictions. Maybe you were with people in the past that had addiction issues, and you're afraid of it rearing its ugly head again in a new person. You are convinced that you attract people that have had, addictive histories. So you're afraid to start something new because you don't want to repeat the same cycle again. And the root of everything, this is interesting. So in your distant past, we've got the Queen of Wands. So I feel like in the distant past, in your mind, you had it together. You had the job that you liked, or at least it made enough money where you were comfortable. If you drive, you had the dream car that you wanted, or at least something that's, you're satisfied with. Wouldn't that be a great world if we all had our dream car? But, feeling stable, feeling powerful, a great social circle. And I feel like you think in your mind that you gave it all up and it went to shit because of some undesirable person that took advantage of you, and you sacrificed a lot because you believed that, there was a strong love connection with you and this person, and they took advantage of it. You lost a lot of things. However, no matter what you've lost in the material world, what you gained was wisdom. What else do we have for Gemini? What happened in the very more recent past, like maybe in the last few months leading up to this? We've got the Three of Wands. That talks about you got tired of waiting. I think maybe you got tired of either waiting for this person to change, or you got tired of waiting for your right one to come along. Take what resonates. And what's in the near future for my Geminis? So we've got the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So you know what? Maybe you were right about this new person that you're dealing with. Because we have this Knight of Wands in the reverse, that talks about player energy. If you don't get the gut feeling that this person is a player at all, throw this reading out. It isn't for you, or at least this part of it. But if your intuition already was telling you that this person might be a player, or you wondered if they were possibly dealing with other people and being deceptive in some way, or, being a commitment phobe, just not seeming like they wanted to commit to you, then you might be right if your intuition was already telling you in the first place. What actions is this person gonna take towards my Gemini? Judgment in the reverse. So that tells me that either they are sitting around hemming and hawing and not making up their mind on the matter. They could be making an unfair decision. Well, you know what? If they're not prioritizing you the same way that you're prioritizing them, maybe you're right in using your discernment, and you're catching that this could be repeating a pattern. So good for you, Gemini, if you recognized it. What else do we have? Oh, something tells me not to shuffle and to just keep pulling. So we've got the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So I don't think that this person is going to communicate everything to you. I think that they're holding back and they're hesitating on communicating. Well, yeah, they want to see how much they can get away with, before you decide to leave it behind. And we have the Eight of Pentacles in the upright. So you may be in school, you may be focused on your career, you may be focused on working on your goals, and you're kind of thinking to yourself, maybe I wanted to just work on my hobbies and my goals instead of being in a relationship with somebody that's a repeated cycle anyways. And the outcomes, so we've got the Two of Swords in the reverse. I think ultimately that decision for you, Gemini, if this is what you've been dealing with, I don't think that you're gonna keep seeing where it goes with this person. I think you're gonna want to move on, and you're gonna make that decision that that's not for you, and you're gonna focus on yourself, and maybe somebody new will be coming through. We've got the Chariot that talks about moving on, that also talks about the zodiac sign of Cancer's energy. So if you're dealing with, you could have a new person coming in that's a Cancer, or somebody that you already know that you never thought of in that light. Maybe you might see somebody in a different way that could have significant Cancer placements in their chart, whether it be their sun, moon, rising, or Venus. And we've got the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. I think you might even be thinking about changing jobs, Gemini, or making a new career move, if that's something that applies to you. And let's get one more card for my Geminis. So we've got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. That talks about coming back in from feeling left out in the cold. I think you came home to yourself. You've been learning a lot about yourself and gaining wisdom and learning what you're about and not about. And also maybe developing a new sense of compassion to make people feel more welcome. Maybe you've been reaching out to friends, you've been being a little bit more social because you know what it's like to feel alone and you don't want other people to feel that way. I don't know if that makes any sense for you, Gemini. Hopefully things resonated, and I hope you have a great month of August of 2023. Well, thank you so much for watching, Gemini. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you.